Point.
Almost every single coaster at this park is top notch.
There's a lot of things operation-wise that we don't love about this park.
We hate ourselves, so we want to break our legs, so we're gonna ride some Magnum. This ride definitely fits, right, Drew?
Yeah.
That's the best ride I've had on any roller coaster ever.
Let's talk about amusement parks, like rides and rides in the dark. Rides right here and rides all over, but mostly coasters, mostly coasters. We'll talk about all kind of things, but mostly coasters.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Mario. This is a channel all about amusement park type stuff, but mostly coasters. We're at Cedar Point for day 2 of like 4. Our plan today, since we didn't ride Steel Vengeance at all yesterday, was to get on Steel Vengeance for early entry. It's not gonna be open for early entry. It should open up around noon, supposedly. So we're gonna marathon Maverick, hopefully marathon it, if not get 1 or 2 rides on it, and then try to get on Steel Vengeance at noon. We are rested today. Feels nice to not have just gotten off of a flight. It's gonna be a good day, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah. I hope. What?
Okay, so the Magnum entrance and early entry were just a complete fail. Both Maverick and Steel Vengeance are down for early entry. Nobody telling anybody anything until you get to those 2 rides. Big disorganization, quite unfortunate. So we're going to Millie now. We're waiting in line for the front row. So this is probably honestly gonna be the only ride we do for early entry.
Also, I'm insanely thirsty, but we can't bring water in line because you're not allowed to have anything in line with you. And there were no like drinking fountains by the entrance that we came in. So we're dying. Garrick and Zach. Drew and I just got off a front row.
That was awesome.
That was incredible. I think our pouty morning just turned around. Oh my god, dude. Definitely wait for the front row. I don't care if it's like an extra 10 cycles, do it. It was incredible. We got hit by a couple bugs, but it actually kind of added to it. It wasn't like an onslaught. It was just a couple stings here and there. The airtime on the second hill was like some of the best the best flagector I've ever experienced. It was like sustained for like a good 5 seconds of airtime. The drop in the front, you can actually appreciate the size of the drop.
That was my favorite. So good. That's the best ride I've had, just like ever. Not ever. I don't know, but
that's what we were saying. That front row experience
was better than Maverick normally.
Really? I never understood why people thought this was a #1, but in the front, I don't agree, but I can appreciate it.
The airtime was better.
Yeah.
Way better. When we did the middle, it was like sustained floater, right? But it was like it ejects you and then you keep it.
And that you can actually appreciate the size of the first drop in the front.
I know, that's
like
what
it felt incredibly
like,
massive.
that's a giga.
Yeah. We wanted to use our season drink plans, but we can't find anywhere that's open to use them. So water fountains it is, I guess. There's a lot of things operation-wise that we don't love about this park, but you know what we do love about this park? Millennium Force. All right, guys, we're gonna do this masterpiece. We all appreciate Millennium Force now. Garrick really, really liked it. That being said, this is still the significantly better Intamin in the park, and we are gonna go ride it, and we are gonna love it. So we've been waiting for about half an hour now. For the past 10-15 minutes or so, they haven't been able to unload this train, and no announcement on whether or not the ride is down. Lack of communication has definitely been an issue with this park today.
So we just got off back row, like very back. How was it, Garrick?
It was better than middle or whatever.
It's not as smooth, but just the airtime is that much better because you're higher up on the seat and then you're further back. So it just like gives you an instant headache from the airtime, and the transitions are crazy. I was like grayed out the whole first half of that. The ride, it feels like it's going a little bit slower than last year, and also I kind of just know what to expect now, but it's still one of my favorites, if not my favorites ever.
Front row, how was?
It was great. I honestly prefer row 4. I think the launch is of course amazing in front row, as well as going up the first hill, but
what about the transitions? Are they like the same?
no.
The transitions are gonna whip, no? They're worse in the front?
Honestly, I think they whipped more in 4.
Okay.
Also, the first drop was definitely better in row 4.
I think I liked front better than middle, to be honest. You have like a front row view of just the ride. Yeah, the airtime isn't as good as in the middle.
What about on like the hills themselves? Is the airtime still good on the actual hills?
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
It's a lot like in in the beginning, but
The ride still fists though, yeah?
oh yeah, it's still freaking.
Oh, that's something we've been saying, by the way. Instead of saying slabs, we say the right fist. Yeah. So it actually looks like they're kind of working on sort of that first inversion into that overbank. This is annoying. All right, guys, we hate ourselves, so we want to break our legs, so we're gonna ride some Magnum.
Well, I mean, maybe a little bit.
We're gonna go break our legs on one of the best, worst built rides ever. You know, that sort of Scandia Screamer vibe. Which is better, this or Scandia Screamer?
This.
This, yeah. This ride definitely fists, right, Drew?
Yeah, totally.
It hits you. It hits you hard. So we just did Millie third row. Honestly, it wasn't like, oh my god, yeah, I'm GP. We just did Magnum row 3. It wasn't any better than the front. We honestly liked the front better yesterday. Zach didn't even like it today now that he's here.
It's not that I didn't like it, I just thought it was good. I wasn't like amazed by it, but
Right, I mean, that's fair.
Though.
We didn't like it as good as yesterday because it trimmed. I kind of want to ride again. I don't know about them. But regardless, that ride, it fists. We got trimmed, so the second half, the airtime wasn't as brutal, but it was still fantastic and still some of the best ejector you can find on any coaster. And by best, I mean violent, so that might not be best for everybody, but most violent for sure. And our picture, I'll put it in, it's smiling ear to ear. Lovely, lovely, terrible ride. So we're gonna take a little flat ride pit stop and ride Matterhorn. We just got off Matterhorn, guys. That ride cycle was disappointingly short. I think we did about 3 rotations at full speed, and then it ended. Like, I just started enjoying it, and then it was over. That was, it was just, there was no line. I feel like it could have like twice the ride cycle, but on to the next thing. This is gonna be fun. So Cedar Downs was very fun. Moves at a pretty good pace. It says like 15-ish miles per hour. My horse finished in front, but I would recommend checking it out at least once if you're here. Obviously there's fantastic coasters, but if you want some variety, it's definitely worth a go. Okay, I want to put my hat on top of one of these, and I really wanted to shoot up like a geyser. We're going on Blue Streak. And yesterday we were dead, so I'm excited to get back on it.
Yeah, we actually get to experience it fully.
Right, actually enjoy it too. Garrick has his Blue Streak shirt on.
I wore my Blue Streak shirt.
You wore your Valraven shirt, right?
Yeah, dude, this is Valraven. There's the wings.
Dude, sick. Just got off a Blue Streak. It was fun. I love classic wooden coasters. Anyway, we're heading over to Steel Vengeance now. Look, I've been on this like 10 times and I have chills getting back in line for it. So taking about half, if not more, fast lane right now because fast lane is practically overflowing. But it looks like it'll be at least an hour and a half of us waiting by the end of it. We're in line for row.
Welcome back, D. How was that ride?
Because we were denied back row because we asked for it and we were rudely told they are taken. He didn't even tell us where to go. He just said they're taken. And then I said, I know, but can we wait for them? He said they are taken. Go row 8, 9. Terrible service from that dude right there.
Thank you for any.
So that ride fists, that I don't know, man. It's very tough for me, but I think that's number 1. Like, we did get trimmed really hard, but that's only because of how fast and insane we were flying through the first half. Like, sustained ejector on both of those airtime hills after the first drop. That was insane. Yeah, it just doesn't let up. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Honestly, I love that inversion right there. That's probably my favorite inversion is the first one. It just twists so fast. Garrick, how was it?
It was alright.
It was okay?
Yeah. I'm just kidding. This is the best ride I've ever been on. Did I say that in your vlog?
Number 1?
That's my number 1.
Easily number 1?
Maybe not easily,
But number 1?
but number 1.
Number 1 in row 9, there you go. How was it? Did it fist? Have you been fisted?
So hard, dude.
Zach, was it number 1?
I feel like I have to ride it again. Yeah, I'm thinking so far like Maverick more.
No. That was my second ride on it. That was my last ride on it. I wanted to give it another chance. I thought the airtime hill was fun last time. The airtime hill was just painful this time. And for a ride that only lasts about 30 seconds, you hit your head about 30 times.
That's such a bad ride.
Aero kind of has a reputation for being like rough, and that was rougher than other rough Aeros. Like, no. All these other guys saying they're never gonna ride it again. I'm on that page. Out of all the great rides in the park, that is not one of them.
We're gonna try and hit up front right side. I'm looking forward to the front. So we ended up doing something we didn't expect to do, marathoning Gatekeeper. And I got a couple rides in the front, really fun. Raptors up next. Give Zach the credit, and I will see what row.
Mario's just copying.
Drew's just copying me. Zach, first ride, how was?
It was really good. That was the whippiest invert I've ever been on.
The first half is better than the second half, yeah?
Oh yeah. The second half is just weird.
It is. It's just weird.
It's like, it banked and then went straight, and then it was like, by the way, corkscrew. And I was like, okay.
It is getting stormy. But what we're gonna do? What is this sky ride even called?
It's Skyride.
Skyride? Oh, cool. We just got off of that. It was fun. I like the airtime you get in the back on that first drop. It's a cool floater. I just find it shaky for some reason. I know that's just a me thing. Everybody else thinks it's like super smooth. This location opens at 11. The one thing they don't tell you, apparently they close an hour early too. This is Panda Express, by the way. That's something I'd expect for Magic Mountain, but that's ridiculous. At least I have hand sanitizer by the food place that we are going to. And the Dragon's Inn. That'll do, because it's the only thing relatively close to where we were that's open. So scratch the nice thing I said about them having hand sanitizer, it's empty. How's your food?
Abysmal.
Wait, you ordered the chard on a stick, right? The chard hot dog on a stick?
Yeah, but I asked for the char on the side.
You ordered you ordered the charcoal hot dog?
I guess so.
That's what I heard you say. What'd you say? There's no way this is what?
Oh, the best park in the world?
Yeah, there's no way. Huh?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I agree with that. Best coaster park in the world?
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Just for coasters.
We're gonna go on the Millennium Forest, try to get last ride on it. One cool thing that I like, they just made an announcement that there's no guaranteed preferred seating. So if you decide to wait extra for the front, you might not get it so that they can fill the train and clear the line. But it's really nice that they make an announcement, because I know Accelerator and Knott's, you have people that wait like 1 to 2 extra hours sometimes for the front row, and then they make them fill the rest of the train without telling them ahead of time, and I think that's really messed up. So I'm glad they made an announcement here. So we just got off Millie, second to last ride of the night. We were in the very back and still got pelted by bugs somehow.
That was a protein ride.
It was fun, but I think literally like middle up is the good rows to ride in. You don't feel the speed as much in the back. Most importantly though, the airtime was close to non-existent, honestly.
Dude, there's so many.
Only good thing was the drop. Oh, like that right there. Thoughts on back row ride, guys?
Not as good as front or middle. The airtime, you get a nice pop at like the top. The good thing about Millie is like it's just a long floater airtime.
Yeah.
The ejector's not even good in the first place, so.
Exactly.
So
it's not about the strength of airtime, it's about the sustainability of it.
Yeah.
Right. Zach, thoughts?
The drop was really nice.
Yeah, but that's about it, huh?
Yeah.
We're heading over to the ERT that they got in Frontier City. I mean town, I mean city. I mean, this isn't Oklahoma. So Maverick, that's what we're doing.
They probably just scat.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
So Garrick and I just got off of a front row night bug ride. Look at those bugs.
I got mine too. They can't
Look
tell
at his
this,
arms.
But
Look at that.
look at this one's even worse.
It looks like we have a disease.
Dude,
that
was insane.
That was one of my favorite rides on that.
It was a cloud of bugs outside the tunnel.
Yeah, that was one of the most intense experiences of my life.
I can't believe this.
We might get like malaria or something, but it was worth it.
So we requested front row, and they said no. I understand, and she said it nicely, so definitely no hard feelings. But I think back car is a pretty good consolation.
Apparently we're in the best row, so
yeah.
We just got off of our Vengeance night ride. That's the best ride I've had on any roller coaster ever. We got back 2 rows. Drew and I sat row 11, so we still had like that view. And that was literally the best ride I've had on anything ever. Like the laps where you're going through the wood, you look like you're gonna lose your hands every second, and the mid-course barely trimmed us at all. One of the best airtime moments was coming off that mid-course versus today it was so, like earlier today, it was so weak.
I couldn't see anything because of sunglasses, but it was amazing.
Round 2 night ride. So we asked for the front. She was super nice.
I'm so excited. This was my favorite ride in the front row last year. So hopefully it doesn't blow chunks. So, as a testament to how incredible rides on Steel Vengeance are, let alone night rides, it totally just slipped my mind to even get our reactions to it because I was too busy actually reacting to it.
I'm not as excited now.
Oh, this is a reenactment. Whoa, that was neat. Oh,
it's better in the back.
It's better in the back, but I still really enjoyed, like, the view up front is fantastic. It's just more aggressive in the back. But regardless, I think even front row, it's still #1 by far. I really love the first inversion in the back row. In the front row, I'm stupid. You just get whipped into it so much faster. Other than that, most of the stuff is better in the back. You still get a great view in row 11. If you want the best of both worlds, Jesus, I can't talk. Steel Vengeance has ruined me. If you want the best of both worlds, sit row 11. I think row 11 is the best ride I've ever had on that thing. Especially when the trims aren't trimming. Fantastic ride. Boys, front row, Steel Vengeance, opinions. Good?
Oh, sorry.
Still incredible,
I
but...
can't say that word. Yeah, I said
that was amazing. Wow, this is great lighting.
Yes.
People are really gonna wanna watch this. We found the lighting. This lighting's actually really nice. This is pretty. Bah, I see what you did there. Roller coaster of emotions. Great day. Some hiccups here and there, but at the end of it, the coaster said, no, you will not have a bad day. You will have a good day. You will be run over by a car on the midway. That just shouldn't exist. Okay. Almost just got run over on the midway. Garrick, how was the day?
It was a great day.
Best part about it? Back row Steel Vengeance night ride?
Yeah. Followed by Millennium Force.
Oh, dude, front row Millie ride. Oh my God. Worst part of the day.
Panda being closed? No, the guy at the...
They're taken.
The Tekken. Which is like, we get it, right? But you were mean about it.
It was honestly not like any one big bad thing. It was a lot of little stuff kind of just got on our nerves.
The worst part was going to this entry in the morning, expecting
by
like Steel
far.
Vengeance and Maverick, and then they were both closed. So then we
with
didn't
no
have
communication.
anything to do here.
Open.
Second worst was dragging in food.
Yeah. Zach, what was the best part about the day?
Probably just ERT in general.
Being awake was definitely one of my favorite things of the day.
Yeah, not being like...
Not dying every
tired,
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Worst part of the day?
I don't know.
This vlog? Drew, best?
Row 11 ride on Steel Vengeance.
Yeah.
Easy. Worst?
Yeah.
Probably employees.
Garrick said
Opening was pretty
I think
bad.
opening was the worst.
But employees was like the entire day, whereas opening was literally just opening.
Right.
So, and we kind of got over it quick, especially after riding Steel Vengeance.
Well, that's the thing is like all the problems, it's like the coasters made up for it at the end of the day because you either choose to let the dumb bother you or you could enjoy riding the best coasters in the world.
One thing I really want to mention though is the fact that going to this park has definitely made me want to go to Silver Dollar City more than any other park. which is really weird.
Yeah. So
I don't
like,
know why.
A park that like values a good mix between thrill rides and
theming.
everything else.
And, yeah.
So that kind of covers the basis. It's unfortunate that some of these rides have to be like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th best in the park
At
just
the
because
park.
of the fact that everything else fits so much harder.
You move Magnum to Knott's and it would be fighting for second or first.
It would be. It legitimately would be.
At least in a lot of people's minds. A lot of people's minds it wouldn't even break top 5. But
Right. The quality of coasters here, it's like good coasters are number 8 and 9 in the park. It's ridiculous.
can Michigan's Adventure get one of these?
Because there's some coasters here that are fantastic. Like Gatekeeper had no line, like all day. Magnum has no line ever. And it's like, those are fantastic rides. And they don't have a line because there's too many other good rides. But yeah, anyway, I've ranted for long enough. It's been good rants, but that's it. I don't know how to end it. I don't know. We're gonna go break.